Okay, welcome back to Forgotten Legends of Sound. We are reviewing another. Maybe you look a little sleepy, so I know. Today we're gonna do Code 64, their 2006 album Departure, and this is a favorite of mine. I got into these guys, I think back in 2017 or so. I was getting into a lot of like just synth pop stuff that was kind of like from Sweden around there. A lot of stuff on Progress Productions, and anyways, I just thought it was pretty cool. So that's the regular version of the CD there, and then this was kind of like a limited edition. Is like a tin can that they released with it, and then there's like some stickers and things in there with it. So there's about 200 of these made. This one is number 18 out of 200. So that's how this one looks here. So these guys play a genre called future pop. Future pop, I guess it's like this blend of like, I guess in the late 80s or so, a lot of like industrial music was kind of coming around, and then they started sort of shifting it towards like future pop was like not super poppy like Euro dance kind of music and whatnot, or like synth pop stuff.
Real McCoy.
But it wasn't heavy like, yeah, like that. Like it wasn't like heavy industrial beat driven kind of stuff either. It was kind of like in between. So anyways, this is just inside what the CD looks like, and this thing has like just like some stickers and stuff. Bless you. Excuse me. Let's get all this crap out. So
now is this like how many people are in the group?
kind of cool.
Three?
Yeah, there's 3 people. I guess 2 guys that do all the keyboards and programming stuff, and the dude in the middle is the singer. You got some more little stickers and stuff. Anyways, I really like Code 64. I like the singer's voice because it's kind of like, to me, he sounds more like a rock singer, but in an electronic band. I don't know. I think they just sound really cool. And most of the lyrics are kind of just like about space or exploration, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, yeah, very unknown band. Like, I don't ever see anybody ever talk about them. Nobody really writes reviews about them. After this album, the singer either left or something, and their third album had a different singer on it. That one's pretty good as well. But this is probably my favorite release for them. In last year, they released a single with this singer again, so it was like a reunion of these same 3 members or whatever. So that was like kind of cool. They released that on Progress Productions, and I got that too, and I think that sounded pretty good. It's called like Synthwave. So anyways, I think that's kind of all I have to say about it. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I know you've listened to this album a little bit.
Yeah, for me, I'm not super familiar with Code 64. I only know kind of what you've shared with me.
Yeah.
Probably recently, like in the last 6 months, I have been listening to this particular album and stuff. So I am somewhat familiar with it. I've probably gone through it probably like 3 times or so, something like that. And then I've listened a lot to like track 2, track 1, just by itself and whatnot. But I'm not super familiar with. I do like synth pop, 80s stuff, electronic. And so, yeah, I think this will be kind of nice to go through and whatnot. But I'm not really expecting like to be like, I'm not expecting the genre to blow me away. You know what I mean? So I'm not like I think it's going to be an enjoyable listen, and maybe like as we go through the lyrics and stuff, it'll be neat to check out little things that maybe I didn't notice before. But one issue that I have with this type of music is it's very repetitive. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's not a lot of discovery, in the process of learning it. But I do enjoy it, especially if you want something like catchy and whatnot, But I agree. I do think it's pretty underrated and whatnot. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to just kind of going through it and whatnot, so.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Chad?
I'm tired, but you've definitely got me more into synth pop. Like, I'm not like a huge synth pop fan, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
And I'm not really familiar with these guys. You played some songs in the car, and I was digging them. So it'll be interesting to go through the whole album, go through lyrics, and just kind of see what I think, if I can think right now.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, let's get going. I was surprised to see the lyrics on here, so that was pretty cool. Didn't have to type anything in myself. So yeah, here's the first track, Sea of Stars from Departure. Ooh. Whew.
Then we start dancing.
Don't dance too much, guys.
Just don't bump the table.
You seem to be much closer now.
You know, there's So for rating this album, I'd give this song a 10. Granted, you know, I'm
so
gonna,
biased, man. He's so biased.
I'm gonna give everything so good a score, but I love synth pop. I love this kind of music. Like, it's one of my favorite kinds of music, and I feel like there's something that's very forlorn and like melancholic about these songs that just strikes a chord with me. Even though, you know, lyrics are maybe not as, you know, direct like that. I don't know. I kind of like the
happy sad.
I like happy sad stuff, you know. Happy sad stuff is awesome. The lyrics to the chorus are, under the sea of stars, maneuvering your ship of dreams, seeking everlasting joy, you remove all your scars. I like that. I think that's cool. And then he talks about your soothing voice of your heart comforts me, it takes me away from all this misery. It's not like, this isn't like deeply poetic or anything, you know, but like in the context of, yeah, like in the context of like the music and everything, I feel like I love music that has to do with like some kind of yearning, some kind of like desire or something that's like unfulfilled, or I don't know, something like that. And I just really like this song. I think the chorus is just really good, and you know, so I give it a 10. All right, Kevin, take it away.
I'm thinking between an 8 and an 8.5. Some complaints that I do have with the song is it takes a while to get going and whatnot. Some of the parts where the vocalist is not in, I feel like, so when I listen to electronic music, I want there to be a little bit more of like a build up or something, you know? And when it's just like,
Yeah.
and then like you do that for like 16 measures or whatever, it's like, I sometimes, you know, okay, a lot of synth pop music or electronic music, they'll do something for 8 or 16 measures or whatever, and then they add in one instrument, do it again, then add in another, and then, you know, but it keeps going up and whatnot.
Yeah,
I feel like
this is like that.
yeah, a lot of trance, and you know, but I felt like this song, like, I didn't think it had to be like close to 5 minutes and whatnot. So, but I do enjoy the chorus and whatnot. It's got a good sound. I'll just give it an 8.5.
8.5.
You know, it is a song that I would go to listen to.
Yeah.
On my own and whatnot. And so yeah, it's still a good song. It's just I feel like it takes a
Could've
little
been
bit
trimmed a little
to
bit.
get going. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of my answers are gonna be the same for this. But, that one, I guess I'm gonna judge it on just how much I could listen to it, and that one I could listen to. I could see myself blasting it. It was catchy, a lot of little cool parts. I did like the guy's voice. Lyrics were, yeah, I see what you say with the lyrics. Yeah, the happy sad stuff going on. 9. I'm gonna go with a 9.
9. Sweet.
Did you guys like the guitar solo in the middle of the song? No.
Good.
I'll just play.
Okay. Alrighty. So the next song is can't remember. I think it's Departure. Oh, Leaving Earth. Yeah, album. This one's one of the best. Yes, I like this one. I like this one.
buddy. That is probably my favorite on the album. I'll give it a 10. I don't see much wrong with it. I think there's a lot of like, kind of like the lower voice singing as I'm fading away, you know, and like I like it almost sounds like a female vocalist on that last little bit, you know, going out and stuff.
That was him?
It's just
No, I think
Oh,
it is
okay.
a
I was
female.
like, oh, dang.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's just I like that song a lot. I lyrically and whatnot, I like to think of it as more of like a personal departure and whatnot, and have it feel a little bit more, you know, internally and whatnot. And so I can jam to this one. Yeah, I like this one a lot. So yeah, I'll give it a 10.
The female vocals were Emma Hogander. So
Oh,
Emma, you
Hogander.
killed it.
Did a good job.
Yeah. What do you give it, Chad?
I'm going for a 10 too. I just, you know, I got a sucker for songs about suicide. Or I mean, leaving Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I kind of drew that parallel as well. Like whenever I got into these guys, I was like kind of like in a depressed kind of mood and stuff, and like, you know, I kind of like interpreted it a little bit as like suicide, you know, and that made the song so much more sadder, you know, even though it's like talking about leaving Earth, the Arcadia, all this kind of stuff, and like, but I mean, with the lyrics, like, you
Sorry
know,
if I disappoint you.
yeah, sorry if I was
Yeah.
like disappointment, you know, it's like,
But it's time for me to leave.
it's time for me to leave. Like, it's just like,
Don't disappoint you anymore. Later.
yeah, it's
Going
like
to Arcadia.
it's like going to space. It's like not that sad, but then if it's like about like, you know, something more brutal, like, you know, like suicide, then it's suddenly the song kind of like leaves like this, much sadder tone to it.
That's what I like about music is like, you know, some lyrics I like to be like about something and direct, but sometimes it's nice to have lyrics that are a little open to interpretation,
Yeah.
to where you could get like multiple meanings and things from,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, sometimes there's, especially if there's a famous song where like an interviewer will ask like a band member, like, what is this about? And then sometimes a band member, they don't want to say what it's about
Yeah.
because sometimes they just want to leave it cryptic
Sure,
or whatever,
yeah.
you know, and so that's kind of cool.
And that's kind of like sometimes when you're listening to music and it has cryptic lyrics or whatever, you know, sometimes it feels rewarding whenever you find a new meaning in a song.
Right.
You're like, dude, I've heard this song for years and I never like caught this lyric or something. And suddenly it kind of hits harder and stuff, you know. I gave that song a 10 as well. Henrik's vocals are just awesome in that song. They sound desperate. They sound so freaking cool. And the electronics, I'm sorry, I don't know the other two guys' names, but the electronic sounds that they use, like I love how that melody's like this. I don't know. I think it's a key change or something like that. It's like, you know, I love that little change. And same thing with the whole, like, when they're going to the chorus, the Arcadia is calling my name. Boom, boom, boom. I am drifting away. It's like it changes. It's almost like it got like more serious at that point or something because it just changed, like, I don't know. I just think it's awesome how this song kind of changes like keys or whatever that they're
This
singing.
is my way out.
You know, and
And
that's
it's going
what-
for it.
yeah, and that's the thing, like a lot of popular like either synth music or like electronic music, a lot of times they're trying to sound like club music, so a lot of times the beats and stuff are more slower and it's just more like, I don't really like that kind of stuff. And I like that this is more like old school synth pop kind of stuff, or like I like the future pop sound that's just like, it seems like it's just not really all about partying and stuff, because sometimes those kinds of lyrics, like, and sometimes the beats when it's just like, and it's just like, oh yeah, we're in the club here, you know, and you're just like, dude, I'm not in any club, like, I like this, you know, and let me out, like, you know, I'd rather them talk about freaking space or like loneliness or whatever instead, you know. So yeah, awesome song. That one's probably my favorite as well. You guys ready to move on to the next one?
Yep.
This one's called Guardian. Sounds like we're going to the club.
Like, yo, Ian, are we going to the club? Cool.
Well, it's your turn to start, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, on a first listen, and I'm pretty tired, guys. I'm not gonna be like adding
Super
much.
coherent.
Yeah. So, so far I can't see myself listening to this again. It's not like it was boring. It did keep my attention, but as far as like details and didn't really get much from the lyrics, but it just I did enjoy the song, so I'm gonna just kind of throw a number out there. I'm gonna go with that 8.
8. Yeah, I feel like that one's weaker than the first two. It takes a little bit to get going, but it has a great chorus. I really like it. But I feel like maybe it could have been like there's some parts like I feel like his vocals are a little bit muddied or something. Like maybe not as
Especially
clear.
that first little bit, and then they transitioned out, and then he was more clear.
Yeah, I mean, I liked how they did that in that transition part, but it just seems a little lifeless. Like when he's like, "Oh, please guide me," like it almost sounds a little distant or something. And I don't know. I don't know. I do like the song. I still think it's awesome, but it's just I don't know. There's like little nitpicks and stuff that I feel like it could have been better. You know, I give it an 8.5.
I'll give it a 7.5. I do feel like most of the strength of the song is in the chorus. I felt like the talking part could have been a little bit better and whatnot.
Yeah.
The drumming pattern was kind of a more of a kind of thing, and I how do I say it? Maybe the drums were a little distracting. I don't know. It just I don't know. I guess like with a lot of this type of music, I like beats and melodies that are a little bit beyond just kind of a mid-tempo feel, if that makes sense. If it's a mid-tempo feel and stuff, I like it better when it's just like and going for it, If it's just like
Like more chill beat, it's just like not as cool.
Yeah. Like I was singing the Zinnik song.
Oh, yeah.
That song's pretty cool, but you know what I'm saying. Like it's just going for a mid-tempo song, kind of just.
I feel like some bands that are like electronic that do beats really well. I feel like it's Faithless and Royksop. Both of those bands have like interesting beats that kind of go along with like their songs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I do think that these beats probably could be a little enhanced, but they still get the job done. They're still pretty cool.
I will say, only this moment, that drum
Dude,
pattern,
yeah.
so freaking good.
Yeah, it's like you never really hear. I mean, granted, we're not like reviewing that album, but like you never hear the snare only being on the what is that? What is it on the and then like and then it goes this long time with no snare, and then hitting at the very last note, and then going back. It's just an interesting beat.
Anyways, I enjoyed this song. I don't know if I'd really listen to it, like go for it, but in the context of the album,
It's good.
It's
Yeah. You guys ready for Orbit?
Yep.
Here's goes nothing.
Do it to it.
More ominous.
Yikes. It is your turn, Ian.
Yeah. Yeah, I do kind of feel like I feel like that's the weakest song so far. I still think it's good. It's got a cool chorus. But at 5 minutes, like there's some parts that I feel like they stretched on too long. Like especially after the first chorus until the second verse section, it's like it was a long section of kind of, just kind of dragging it. But overall, I still enjoy it. I'd give it about a 7.5.
Yeah, same. I'll give it a 7.5. I think I like the chorus more for track 3, but I felt like maybe I liked the talking. Well, let me give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. Maybe I did like the talking part more on track 3. Yeah, I felt like Orbit was just a little too long. 5 minutes and just not a lot of change up.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that mood. That kind of lower end. Cool mood, but just way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with a 7.
7.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
buddy.
So the next song is an instrumental, so we don't even have to read any lyrics. You guys ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's Airborne. I know.
What, Pure Tanya?
Get our glow sticks. is your turn.
I'll give it a 7.5. I really like the tone of the song and whatnot. It doesn't change a lot for me. I like the outro piano and stuff, but it really reminds me of like the Command and Conquer soundtrack. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm envisioning freaking, Nod and, tanks and whatever rolling around and just some like, I feel like I could have been like controlling, Nod or whatever, while that song was playing, So it does remind me of just kind of that 90s, electronic, a little industrial, a little, but yeah, pretty cool, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe it's the only thing I have to like reference it to, but I was getting some Mortal Kombat vibes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe it's
true.
just, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it does sound like that.
Yeah.
Choose your.
And I did like the upbeatness of it too. It was kind of a nice little change of pace. To just kind of
Something quicker.
yeah.
Scorpion, Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 7.
Yeah, I gave it a 7 as well. I do like it. I feel like it is a little bit repetitive, but it's still good. Still a good song. I used to not really care for it that much when I first was listening to this. I'd always skip this one and the other instrumental. But now I'm like, this is actually cool, and I do like that outro a little bit. And it reminds me of like something on like Dance Dance Revolution. This would be like a step 8 or step 9 song, and then like the slow down parts, while you're like doing all these fast steps and whatnot. And so yeah, pretty cool song, but as an instrumental, like I just like vocals and stuff a lot more.
No, Ian, pick Rhythm and Police. No, I'm picking Airborne.
I'm going Airborne.
No, Healing Vision.
Yeah. You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay.
I guess we're about halfway through the album, huh?
Yeah, we've got 5 songs left.
I really do like what they're going for, though. You know what I mean?
6 songs left.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
go for it.
Alrighty, here is Every Moment. This one's kind of a little bit more ballady. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Right away. Yeah. Yo, hit the bricks. As soon as he goes back, he's like, "Man, I'm glad I got the fudge away." No.
On second thought.
I was thinking, no.
Chad, right?
It's Chad's turn, yeah.
Guys, I'm useless right now. I'm gonna go with probably a 6.5 on that one.
Yeah. Why?
Just
Not as good.
yeah, that's the thing. I'm having trouble picking out details and stuff, dude. I'm freaking tired right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not bringing it down. It's like I am enjoying it. I'm just freaking useless. I'm stuck on stupid right now, dude.
Sleepy.
Tired.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
We appreciate you doing this and everything. It's sometimes it's hard to find the time for all three of us to get together at the right time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life kind of gets in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I give that one a 7. I think it's a weaker one as well for me too. I do like how they exited with the, little effects when his voice is, kind of repeating some of those words from the chorus. And I think it's a cool sentiment in the song, but it's just kind of
Just a generic heartbreak song.
just there. Yeah, kind of, I don't know. Yeah, just not as good as some of the other tracks for me.
I guess I'm gonna be the bad guy. I'll give it a 6. Yeah, I really feel like they milked it for time. It just there wasn't a whole lot to go for, and it was only 4.5 minutes, but it felt like 6.5 minutes. Because just not a whole lot happened and whatnot.
Yeah.
It just kind of goes on, and you just kind of roll with it. But
Yeah. It's lovely.
it's,
But that's about it.
no,
Like-
it's yeah,
It's like,
yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's a little forgettable. Honestly. I was thinking between 5.5 and 6. I'll give it a 6, but it does feel a bit forgettable.
yeah.
Every moment,
Still a good song though.
like above average for me, but
Yeah. All right, you guys ready for run to you?
And I don't think I'm like getting tired of it or anything. I just
Yeah,
think that
no.
these songs are not as good as like tracks
Oh
1
yeah.
and 2.
No, I agree with you. At least 7 and 8 picks it up a lot for me. I like these next two. So I hope they pick up a lot for you too, Kevin.
We'll find out.
Who knows?
Only time will tell.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I am glad though we're doing something outside metal.
Yeah. Synth pop is the new metal. already.
Shooby-dooby-doo-wop-wop.
Yeah. We'll have to do that album sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like that song. I give it an 8.5. I like the intro part when the electronics are like fading in or whatever. I think that just sounds really cool. Just like with the other songs, I do feel like they spend too much time in between the chorus and the verse doing like little like repetitive beats and stuff, you know. If they tightened up some of these songs, they would be like a little elevated. But I still think that song is cool. I like the chorus. So yeah, 8.5 for me.
What did I put for, let's see. Yeah, I'll give this one a 7.5. I think I did like it a little bit similar to track 3
Yeah.
and whatnot, you know. Definitely not a strong one. It feels like a weaker version of like, another song or something like that. But not much to add really, you know. I like the chorus and whatnot. It's just that they stay in that vein, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't care for that vein,
Yeah, you're out of luck.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, electronic music, I feel like this kind of electronic music is a little bit harder to critique because you're not like, oh, well, the drum's doing this, oh, the guitar's doing that, and like, it's like, it all hinges on hooks from the choruses. And if you don't have like a chorus or something that's just super catchy, then sometimes it just doesn't, it's not enough to like carry the song, you know?
All right.
Or if you don't have somebody in the scooter yelling, get the ice cream
To the
man
ice
or
cream
whatever, then no.
Weekend.
But I still think this is a great album. I still like this kind of music, but I could see why other people might not care for it as much,
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, tough,
Yeah, tough, buddy. I'm gonna go with an 8 on that one also.
Yeah.
Well, from 3 because I did like the chorus a lot, but yeah, other than that, I guess I just don't have much to add to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much to, I mean, honestly, because the songs, I mean, they're pretty straightforward.
They're so straightforward
it's-
that it's like,
I mean, like, are we going to analyze,
dude, when they did that beat there.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be what it be.
Yeah. I do like this one. This one's awesome. You guys ready for Echoes?
Yep. Let's do it to it, Lodge. This section reminds me of track 2. I'll give that song a 9. I think I might like it more than track 1. You know, I do like track 1. I gave 1 a 8.5, but I think I do like that one more than because like, you know, with him going like I have to know, you know, kind of background, you know, like Lost in Space, something. And I actually kind of enjoyed the whole like messed up my life. I messed up, good time. Gonna go to the game. I messed up big time. You know, like you know, it.
No, I love it.
It just you know the beat felt very similar to track 2. You know, but like yeah, it was kind of a you know. You know, so
it has that swing.
Yeah, you know, it's got that swing, you know, but then like, you know, cosmonaut, like it kind of feels like the talking part, and I guess I don't expect it to go into that chorus, that melodic chorus from that talking part, you know what I mean? But it sounds great every time they go into that chorus, and so pretty cool. So.
Yeah. What do you do?
The talking part was for me, but dude, the chorus definitely like that sucked me in. Like I don't really have too much more to add, but I'm gonna go with a 9 too, man.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I could listen to it again and get used to the talking part. So
yeah, I really like the talking part because it's very like I don't know. I guess it's got this brooding sound to it. You know, it's just like, and some of the other talking parts or songs don't really have that tonal, like it just sounds like darker or something, right, you know. Right. The way it begins is just like, you know, here in an empty house, you know, caressed by loneliness, I messed up big time, and it just, I don't know, it just sounds like darker. And then that when the chorus comes in, it feels like more of a release, you know.
I have to know.
And I also love how like the song ends with that whole like I think it's I love that song. I think it's cool.
I was kind of surprised they did that whole outro kind of beat, you know, just like going with it, you know.
Yeah.
I thought they were just going to kind of end it out, you know, but
yeah, I feel like the outro kind of just adds a certain closure to the song. I don't know.
Right.
It's just kind of cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, you know. So
yeah. Well, Chad's gone somewhere, so how's it going?
I think. Since I've got the next pick and whatnot, I don't know. I might do Chaldean, but I might not. You know, I don't know. It's hard to say. But like I said, there's so many different like genres and whatnot that we enjoy listening to. Yeah. So you know, no matter what it is, whether it's you know electronic or rock or you know metal, whatever it is, you know, we're gonna have a good time with it, you know. So.
Yeah, and I am glad that we did this band because they are so like unknown, you know. I feel like if we could just like get this out there, and then the few people that know this will be like, oh cool, man, I'll listen to this album, like you know. So yeah, if whoever's listening, if you like this sound, other bands that you could also check out is VNV Nation and Assemblage 23. Both of those are great bands as well that have a kind of a similar style.
Also like support the band and support the artist as well is definitely the way to go, you know.
That's the thing. I don't know how to support these guys because I think a lot of like this album I think hasn't been in print for like forever, you know. So I'm not sure where to.
Yeah, where'd you pick these up?
Just off Discogs, you know.
Oh yeah.
But like. You know, I think you could get them like digitally, like on iTunes or whatever. Sure. But as far as like buying merchandise and buying CDs, I'm not really sure. I know that the new single that they came out with is on Progress Productions, so maybe I'll like link a link to that. But
right.
Who knows? Maybe their back catalog will get like reprinted at some point in time. That'd be pretty cool. You know,
that's one thing that was kind of nice for like I think in like 2009 they like re-released a lot of like Mind Odyssey stuff from the 90s and whatnot, and like I do have like the original of their second album. I can't remember what it's called, but then I got the re-release.
Nailed to the Shade?
Yeah, that one. I got the original, but I do have like the re-release for Signs and whatnot. You know? But you know, it's kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
So yeah, buddy.
Well, we're on the last 3. You guys ready for the next instrumental?
Yeah, let's do it. Wasting my life.
This is the one we just talked about.
That always sounded like that always sounded intro, they're like,
Oh yeah. Right.
It's always fun.
Sounds more like Nintendo. Yeah.
It sounds like a punch sound effect. This sounds like a shoot 'em up or something. Like Nintendo.
Ooh. I think it's your turn to begin, Chad.
Kevin mentioned Nintendo sounds kind of made it a little more enjoyable. I feel like it went on a little too long for me.
Yeah.
But still enjoyable. I mean, not really much more to add than that. So I'm gonna go with probably a 7 on that one.
7. Yeah.
So I still liked it. I just thought it was a little long.
Yeah. I agree. I like it, and yeah, the kind of like late 80s Nintendo sounds and stuff were kind of a nice change of pace, you know? Yeah, but yeah, it does kind of drag a little bit. So yeah, I don't have much to add for that one.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6.5. Yeah, not a whole lot to add. Definitely too long, but
it's still
you
cool.
know that was the coolest part. But every time they go back in, boom, I'm like, yeah, okay, you know. So yeah, not much else to add. But
it's a good. It would be better if I was shooting a bunch of spaceships with like you know. Then the song would just be like better, but you know, yeah.
A little R-Type or something.
Yeah. Alrighty, we are on the second to last song.
I do remember it. I don't remember if it's 10 or 11, but one of these is like really good, like in the top 3 or something. And I can't remember. It might be 11. So I'm looking forward to one of these. 11. It is 11. Okay, 11. I do remember. Yeah, there's a good one coming up.
Yeah,
for sure.
this one's kind of more of a ballad song, so it's pretty chill. But I think this is the shortest song on the album. So here we go.
私は見て運命と仕組みのレールの上を旅する女そう私の母の星ラーメタルから始まった永遠の旅
Close your eyes, step inside, let go, relax for a while, and let your heart decide where you should go. Love is all that matters. Love is all that matters. Close your eyes, step inside, let go, relax for a while, and let your heart decide in the great unknown. Love is all that matters. 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 In the great unknown.
Yeah, that's one that sometimes like I would usually glaze over that song when I would first like listen to this album, you know. It was always kind of a weaker song. This time around, though, I liked it a lot more. I like whenever his lower voice and his high voice kind of meet together, you know, and his high voice sounds a little bit more passionate or whatever, you know. I thought it was like...
Are you saying that love is all that matters? Is that what
That's
you're
what
trying
I'm
to say?
saying.
Is that what you're trying to say?
That's all that matters. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool song. I still think it's one of the weaker ones. I'm leaning between a 7.5 and an 8. I don't know. See if either of you could convince me.
Yeah, I'll give mine a 7.5. I think I did like it as much as like 3, 5 and 7. It is kind of a nice change of pace, and I'm glad it wasn't like 5 minutes long. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, not a lot in the song, but kind of a nice little, like, depending on the day, maybe I do a 7. 7, but I'll do 7.5.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sometimes the mood would be higher or lower.
Right.
depending on your mood.
Yeah. Let your heart decide, Chad.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying. I'm trying to freaking get to that great unknown. No, I did like the sentiment and the. I thought it was beautiful, guys. Beautiful. And just short to the point, just kind of a little. I guess whatever mood I'm in, and I'm tired right now, so maybe I enjoyed it more. I'm gonna go with the 7.5 also.
Was it a bit of a lullaby for you to go to sleep to?
I was like, yeah, that's all that matters, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 7.5. Great song, but yeah, depending on my mood, it'd go higher or lower. And it's nice to have a chill kind of ballad at the end.
Break
Like,
it up, yeah.
you guys ready for the last song?
Let's do it, man.
This one, whoo!
Yeah, this one's good.
Yeah, this is probably my second favorite.
The last
Number two.
Nextblade
Like,
is in captivity.
this one's dope.
The galaxy is at peace.
And you
Yo, listen. You know, I'm not sure if I know I like track 2 the most. Then maybe I do like Echoes more than this one, but and track 1 and 11. So I'll either give it an 8.5 or a 9. I guess I'll give it a 9. I do like this song. I like that backing vocal, you know, and whatnot. This is what I think of. This type of song is what I think of with Code 64. You know, just driving it, you know, like a soaring chorus kind of thing, you know. And so yeah, not a whole lot of complaints with the song. So yeah, I'll give it a 9.
I'm gonna go with a 9.5. It was definitely
Thank
enjoyable.
you.
And
Thank you, Chad. Thank you. It deserves it.
It's just funny, dude. Every time I hear this music, I'm not gonna go into that. Yeah. Sorry, guys, just not much.
Yeah,
All right,
just
Ian,
awesome
take it away.
song. All right, guys. So I give that one a 10. Like you guys said, I love that backing. The whole "On a long time, I've been waiting for your arrival. Takes me away." It's so freaking. And then the that backing vocal like melody during the chorus is so cool, and I love how the little like bleep de bloop keyboard parts are all like you know, like just their arpeggio kind of like going up and down kind of like melody during that is just so freaking cool. The talking part is awesome. Everything about that song is awesome. It's probably my second favorite behind Leaving Earth. Yeah.
Cool. I guess closing thoughts, and then we can add them up and see what the scores are and whatnot.
I'll do my closing thoughts last, since I'm going to add up
sure?
right now. Yeah, I'm just going to...
Oh, you might convince us of something.
Do you guys mind if I do mine real quick, and then I'm so ready to go to bed, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. You could just chill. Like, it'll only take 2 seconds. We're going to do the scores, and
Yeah.
like we only got a couple of minutes left.
Okay, I'll go closing thoughts. Yeah, I enjoy this album. I don't think it's a perfect album or anything, but if you're definitely like into this kind of sound, it's a pretty solid album, you know, to get into and whatnot. I haven't really heard too many of their other albums and whatnot, so I can't compare it to their other stuff. But yeah, it's definitely like an enjoyable go through and whatnot, you know. So yeah, not too shabby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, the whole synth pop and what'd you call these guys?
Oh, future pop?
Future pop, yeah, just all the different stuff you're showing me. It's definitely not Zenik like level.
Yeah.
Zinnik,
But
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
I could see myself listening to these guys more. And dude, those mixes you made me, like this is definitely a genre I'm starting to dig more. I think it's like it's okay to like melody and catchy stuff now. So it's like this is just, I don't know, perfect timing, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's I like it a lot better than just straight up pop, I guess. Like I don't know why, but I like the driving beats. I like just a lot of the other stuff going on. But I'd have to listen to it again, and I could see myself listening to it again. And yeah, those are mine.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I agree with both of you guys. Awesome album. 7.5 plus.
And yeah, hopefully this is like an album that, you know, I'm pretty sure most people haven't really heard of this album, and so hopefully this has given like somebody a chance to like, you know, hear something new, you know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's pretty dope though. What about your closing thoughts, Ian?
Okay, now I'm done adding everything.
You got the scores, huh?
I've got the scores, you know. I'm about to reveal the truth.
The truth.
Yeah, I think it's an awesome album. It's not a perfect album for me. Like, there's a handful of, like, synth pop, kind of like electronic albums that I love more. But as far as, like, you know, albums that are, like, you know, kind of like following those masterpiece albums, this one's still really good. Like, it's still a solid album. And yeah, I enjoy the band's sound. I like that it's kind of like Nintendo-y influenced by like 90s sounds, influenced by A lot of old school
With that
sounds.
melancholic feel that you mentioned, like that's
Yeah.
nice hearing that throughout.
Yeah, yeah. So I added up all the scores. I gave it the highest score of 8.45. Kevin gave it a 7.81. So not that good. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. And then Chad gave it an 8.04. So the overall score that all three of us give it is an 8.1. Pretty good. You know, low 8 out of 10. You know, that's pretty solid. So, anyways, yeah. Whew, thank you guys for joining us. We look forward to doing more albums, and we'll do a lot more obscure, underrated artists and stuff. And we can do some famous stuff too every now and then, but it's cool to do this stuff as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Good night. Or
Good night, dude. Bye, people. Whoever's watching.
Good day and good night.
Good day and good night.